Sean Zittel, BoxingVoice.com here with legendary promoter Richard Schaefer. Richard, start with a simple one. How's it feel to be back in the game? I think this is your first big fight back in Las Vegas.
Exactly, first big fight back in Las Vegas, the MGM Grand, which is, as I said at the press conference, a home away from home. I have so much history here. I was fortunate to promote so many big events here. Mayweather fights going back to 2007. Shane Mosley, Marc Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, Eric Morales,
Hopkins.
I mean, Oscar. The list goes on. And I feel good. I feel good to be back here. I feel good to see all of you guys from the media, and especially I feel good coming back with not just a fight or a card, but coming back with a card which is really stacked from top to bottom. 3 world title fights, including a rematch of what many consider the fight of the year, showcasing the fighter of the year with Frampton. Mikey Garcia, one of the most charismatic, most talented 2 division world champions already, taking on his toughest challenge yet against one of the biggest punches in the sport. So, you know, you look at that, and Lee Selby, they call him the Mayweather of Wales, fighting here in Las Vegas in the house Mayweather built. It just feels great.
When you came up today, you got a round of applause, and a lot of the professional people that have been around the sport for years at the podium said, Richard, boxing missed you. Why do you think people were saying that to you as you come back into the sport?
Well, you know what is very special, and which was really one of the big reasons why I came back as well, is that the fighters told me that they missed me. The fighters like to have a voice, and I think so the fighters like it, and the media likes to have somebody to call and be good to have, you know, a few colorful quotes, and I'm always available. I look at this not as a job. This is a lifestyle for me, and it has to be a lifestyle, available 24/7. My phone is always on. I always work. I'm here in the media room. I'm available for interviews for everybody. So I think that was maybe missing a bit, because some of these other promoters are not as available to the media or to the fighters as I am. I mean, one guy who I know is a hard-working guy and highly respect for that is Bob Arum. But sort of like, you know, Bob and Don King were like a breed on their own as it comes to boxing promoter. Colorful, outspoken, not afraid to say tell your opinion, not afraid to ruffle feathers, but really trying to create exposure for the fighters. And fighters like that. And I think in a way I am like that, because I'm very much pro-fighter and I like to empower the fighters. And I realize as well that you guys from the media have a job to do. And you're doing a job which will help me. So I want to help you to get your job done. And I think that is why people applauded when I was at the podium. People generally, I think, like to have me back.
Well, like you said, you're kind of going down that road where everybody wins. Like you said, we win, you win.
Yeah.
And what I want to get to is boxing. If the fans had it their way, the fights would happen too soon and the fighters wouldn't get paid what they deserve for such a big matchup. Yes. But then sometimes when the promoters have their way, by the time the fight happens, it's a little too late. Do you think there's a happy compromise where the fans could be happy, the fighters get paid, all the above?
Well, I think yes, absolutely. But you know, the pot is big enough for everybody, and I think what I've known for among the fighters as well is to empower the fighters and make them the most money. And how do you make the most money is you promote, you work, you bring in more TV money, you sell the fights globally. I sell my fights in like 160 countries around the world. I couldn't even believe it. I actually wanted to see all the countries that they were actually 160, and they actually were 160. So I do that. I bring in sponsors. I increase the awareness. I take out ads in newspapers to promote. Like on Friday, you're going to see an ad in the LA Times. Yeah, you know what? It costs money, but you have to spend money in order to make money. You know, and so I take that stuff very serious. So I grow the pot, and as I grow the pot, the fighters make more money. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather used to make $2, $3, $4 million, and then when I started working with him, he worked his way up very quickly, 10, 15, 20, 30 million, 40, 50 million, and you know, became the highest paid athlete in the world. And I think that is my reputation, and that's why when we look at some of these recent signings I announced with some of the best fighters coming out of the Rio Olympics, they know that reputation and they know how I work for the fighter, and it's not the other way around. where the fighter works for the promoter.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Right.
And so the same is with the media. If I can help you to increase your viewership, your readership, then eventually you'll have more advertising, you will have more support, and your business will grow, and that will empower you. And if I can help you to empower you, I love to give you stories. I like to do interviews with you because I know it's going to help you and it's going to help me too.